All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. We got a good video today. Evan Fournier just torched Team USA. He put Team France on his back and forced Team USA to have their first loss in the Olympics since 2004, I believe. Yikes. And it got me thinking, Evan Fournier is probably the #1 free agent the Celtics are looking at this offseason. Is he worth them investing their time and money into? Are these 28-point Olympic games going to make him have some serious bidders other than the Celtics? We're going to jump into his 2020-2021 highlights with this C's, look at the best plays from Fournier, and then we'll talk a little bit more about, if the Celtics really should he be their #1 go get you guy this offseason. Before we get into the highlights, I'm going to ask you guys to please hit that subscribe button. We are approaching 1,000 subscribers. I can't thank you guys enough. Only a few more to go. Please hit that sub button, like this video, and comment down below what you think of Fournier. Hey, and I'll say this, if you guys know me, my name's Evan. Evan Fournier's first name is Evan. We're pretty much best friends. But he's got such a smooth shot. Like, I know he had his COVID troubles and whatnot, and I feel like he never got to show what he's actually capable of this past season with the Celtics. But to be honest, he can score. Like, people that hated him on the Celtics or hated on him, I feel like you only saw like a 30% of an Evan Fournier. He talked about the lasting issues with COVID and all that stuff. So yeah, that's just something to keep in mind if you're gonna rag on him. Keep in mind that you probably haven't even seen Evan Fournier at his best. He only had a couple games where he went absolutely nuclear. He's crafty. He's better than people give him credit for. It looks like we got a defensive play here. There's the strip. People do not like to say he's a good defender. Not one bit. I'm not going to say he is a good defender, but I love seeing that there's defensive play in there. And one, give it to him. It is kind of weird looking at these guys' highlights. Kemba Walker on the team and just thinking, okay, well, he's not on the team anymore. You know what I mean? Like, that's such, yes, that is a play and a half. Like, he's not going to get the style points for it. Gets the defender on his back right here. He has a 2-on-1 with Karl-Anthony Towns in the middle. He goes up for the shot, makes the big man commit. Easy dump off pass. Boom. That's a savvy player. I feel like that did start as a non-highlight. The dude got stripped, but then he goes and makes a 3. We should have just cut that part. Cut it. CJ McCollum's on him. He's a good off-ball guy, too. Sidestep, bang. Watch him off-ball here in the bottom right of your screen. He's going to cut. Didn't. Saw the spacing. Boom, right to the hoop. He's not just a shooter. I mean, that's what he's best at, but he gets to the hoop, too. Defense, come on, let's go. Wow. There's a play and a half. Tatum goes down and flushes. There's a nice play. Was that in that amazing game against the Blazers? I feel like it was. One of the best games of the year. Fake handoff, stop, pop, bang. Oh, he took a hard fall there, too. What's going on here? Like, I just look and he ends up on the bench. He's one of those guys, like when we looked at Brogdon and some other guys that we've reacted to on the channel, he's one of those guys that definitely isn't the fastest or quickest on the floor, but somehow, some way, the defense is having a tough time keeping up with him. It's almost like the Paul Pierce effect. When you're so deliberate and so smooth in getting from point A to point B, and you know what you're going to do, you can carry yourself out so well, all of a sudden you look faster than you are. Fade away in the corner, bang. I do really like his shot. Most of us Evans do have nice jump shots, I'll be honest. Nice dime there, too. Jump stop, pass, boom. He's fundamental, I love it. kind of just went James Harden on James Harden. Look at the step back. This is kind of a James Harden-esque move. Yep. 100%. And I do like about him, now a lot of times with a lot of teams, you might not want this type of player, but where the Celtics are, Evan Fournier does get the ball and looks for something to happen. He doesn't just stand there and wait around for things. You know, he either is passing it real quick or getting it and trying to drive, and then if not, he's going to set up his own shot. That's huge for a team that doesn't have many scorers on it. You know, you have Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. You need a guy that gets the ball and looks to put 2 points or 3 points on the board. See what, this is a good example, and we've seen it 100 times in this highlight tape. He gets the ball, immediately just starts going to the hoop. Look. Most guys would pause. He just goes, boom, inside. Catch defense off guard. That's a guy that sees things developing in front of him, I feel like. He knows where Jimmy Butler's going to be, so on and so forth. Long two, but that was pretty. If that was a 3, that's an amazing highlight. Behind the back. I don't know how that went in. I don't know how this goes in. Oh. Look at that little Grant Williams sighting. Spin, left hand finished. Let's go. This is getting me hyped up for the Celtics' potential to re-sign him, because I don't think we've seen the best of Fournier yet in green. 100%. He talked about his COVID and whatnot, like I've talked about. I don't think we've seen a completely comfortable Fournier in green yet. Wow. I mean, that's just luck. We could be honest here, right? He's got Claxton around him. He's got everyone around him like that. He just... I don't know, actually. Did he... Wait one sec. Did he actually... I think he actually kind of shoots this. Look at his hand. He's got the ball. He kind of jump shoots. I don't even... What's going on here? All right. All right. All right, guys. So like I said, Fournier is probably the top dog right now in the Celtics' priority in terms of re-signing. Is that the smart move? Well, you probably guessed it by my commentary through that video. I do think Fournier should be the first call for the Celtics this offseason. They need him. They do not want that Hayward money to go to nothing. I understand you could work out some more of a sign and trade or a trade exception with Fournier. If he were to go somewhere else, I understand that. But let's not bank on that. Team just lost Kemba Walker. Now it's Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, and then who? Are we going to rely on Marcus Smart, the guy that half the fans want to say, stop shooting, stop shooting, stop shooting? Are we going to rely on him to have to step it up? Or are we going to, hope and pluck out of the clouds that Aaron Nesmith, Romeo Langford, something like that's going to become a scorer for this team? Evan Fournier, it's like a match made in heaven right now. And I know that sounds corny, but it really is. This is a perfect spot for him to be a number 3 guy and able to still go out there and perform each and every night. And then for the Celtics, being able to have a guy that they can turn to when Jason Tatum's tired, when Jaylen Brown's tired, or either of them are having an off night. Get the ball to Fournier and he can make some things happen. We saw in the highlights here, he doesn't just shoot, he can drive, and when you drive to the paint, good things happen. He can just dish it to a big man, he can kick it out for a 3. Fournier is a very crafty player, and I am comfortable with him having the ball in his hands. Barring any crazy trades or anything like that this offseason, I think Fournier, if things go according to plan right now, they should definitely 100,000,000% pursue and do their damn surest to re-sign. And he's got a great first name. We'll catch you guys in the next video.